Hi, I'm Matt Nuzzo. We're here at the Real Flagship store in Cape Hatteras, North Carolina to talk about the 2011 Liquid Force Envy. The 2011 Liquid Force Envy has been redesigned from the 2010 Envy to make a top-of-the-line kite that's going to be their #1 seller for Liquid Force for 2011. Liquid Force put a lot of effort into designing the Delta hybrid shape that, if you look across the market, so many people are trying to copy and rip off. Once again, Liquid Force was a year ahead of the game. Now they're year 2, generation 2 of this kite. Been really impressed with this kite. This kite we've had for quite a bit, been testing it, beating the crap out of it. It has been through the paces and it's still standing. Really good product. When you look at the kite, there's a lot we're going to talk about here. The generals of this kite, we've got a 3-strut leading edge inflatable, has a diamond wingtip with a really full wingtip, really swept back too, so you get that full wingtip with the easy relaunch of the swept back kite. Got a simple bridle system and a real high quality bar. Let's look at some of those features a little bit more in detail. One of the most important things we look at when we look at a kite these days is the wingtip. So this is a 2011 Envy wingtip. Compared to any other hybrid kite or compared to any other Delta style kite, most Delta style kites would cut off right here and have no wingtip. Julian Fillion at Liquid Force did a great job in keeping the wingtip really wide, which gives you that good consistent power through the turns. So that real wide wingtip keeps real consistent power through the turns. Also pretty basic, but having a big number on the wingtip makes it easier for your friends to see what kite size you're riding. See, this is all heavy duty Dacron, so it's going to keep the stretching to a minimum. Basically the entire wingtip is this heavy duty Dacron, different than this canopy material, but that makes you have that real solid wingtip on a 3-strut kite. Still stuck with the diamond wingtip, which works out great with the bridle system they've had. It's maintained one pulley on the bridle system on the wingtip that keeps the pulley out of the sand, so it's not going to junk up on you. Looking at the center of the kite, really tall center strut, so it makes for a pretty fat kite, makes it ultra stable. This kite's super stable, really smooth power through the turns because of the wingtip, and it just relaunches easy. I mean, they're targeting the Envy towards a beginner intermediate, but to be truthfully honest, this kite is going to suit the entire kiteboarding market. We've had beginner riders, advanced riders, we've had a huge range of people riding this kite, and everyone absolutely loves it. Liquid Force has stuck with this style bridle for the past few years. Pulley on the wingtip, no pulley at the attachment point, 2 adjustment points on the trailing edge. You got light wind setup, standard setup. On the bar you got really solid pigtails, so it's simple to set up. Kook-proof pigtails here. Loops on the leading edge, knots on the trailing edge. I use a standard setting, works well. The light wind setting, I wouldn't really use that too much. It just chokes off the kite a little bit more than is necessary. The pulley on the wingtip and the diamond wingtip drives that wingtip forward as opposed to crimping the wingtip and stalling the kite. It pulls the wingtip forward and allows for the kite to have real smooth power output. So you don't get that herky-jerky on the bar, kind of like on-off power. Just makes for this super consistent power through turns with this bridle system. We're come around here and check out some of the innards of the Envy. Got some pretty cool sublimated graphics all on the inside, on the leading edge. Real heavy-duty leading edge. Simple union inflation system's been true, tried, tested, works fine. Got access points to access the leading edge down here. If you keep your lines attached, you can roll your bar up. Got Velcro attachments here, and then grab loops over here, so if you're self-rescuing, it's really easy to self-rescue. One of the most impressive things about this year's inflation system is the Liquid Force Max Flow system. Might look pretty standard, but it's really impressive when you use it. You've got a 2-way 9mm valve over here, so if you still have that standard pump or you're at a beach and you have a standard pump, you can use that system and pump up your kite. Over here, there's a large screw valve, which is patented by Liquid Force, called the Max Flow system. This you really won't be able to appreciate until you use it. When you dump the kite, it just deflates really easy, large valve. When you fill it up, the pump that it comes with has a real wide diameter inflation system, which fills the kite up in half the time. The new pump and the Max Flow system, really impressive. Great new feature for Liquid Force. The 2011 Liquid Force Envy is going to be a top seller here at Real. This kite has been, anyone that has tried it has loved it. It doesn't matter if it was a beginner or an advanced rider, a wave rider, a wake style, anyone that rode this kite loved it. Why? Because it works. It's built bomber tough, ultra stable, fast turning, smooth power, jumps well, boosts well, wake style, waves. It really does everything well. If you want to have a great, moderately priced, well-built, well-rounded kite, the Liquid Force Envy is the kite.